It's me, Julie Paez. We are up in Boulder Junction, Wisconsin today. Behind me is the Boulder Junction Chamber of Commerce, and I am at the Boulder Junction Recreation Center. I'll turn the camera around at one point so that you can kind of take a peek around this area. But you're going to see behind me tennis courts, baseball diamonds, trailheads for bicycling. This is a hub of the center of Vilas County. And I'm going to take you over to meet Marty the Muskie behind me. Boulder Junction is known lovingly as the muskie capital of the world. Reason being, because more muskies are caught here than any other place in the world. So Boulder Junction is known as the muskie capital, and that is Marty the Muskie. And again, Chamber of Commerce is behind me. Downtown Boulder Junction is that way, heading south towards Minocqua, Eagle River, St. Germain is all behind me that way. I'll turn the camera around and give you another little tour, but I wanted to just say, welcome to Boulder Junction, Wisconsin. You can see we have a Chamber of Commerce right here. The main drag is going to be going that way down Highway M. And then there's our Marty the Muskie, much better picture of him from there. And then behind me, you can see everything here at the Boulder Junction Community Sports and Recreation Area. Give you a really good feel for it here. Now again, Boulder Junction is very nicely located. Just north of us is going to be one of the communities we've already checked out, which is Presque Isle, Wisconsin. South of us is going to be Arborvita. East of us is going to be Plum Lake and Land O'Lakes. And west of us is going to be Manitowish Waters. So Boulder Junction is truly one of the 5 largest townships in Vilas County. And it is really a great centrally located spot filled with beautiful lakes and pristine forests. Just went down the road, literally not even a tenth of a mile, so that you could see the Boulder Junction Community Center and Library right behind me, which is fantastic. Right behind me, you're going to see the Boulder Junction Historical Society right behind me there. And then I'm standing on one of the main bike and trailheads here, which again, throughout the northern tier of Vilas County, Boulder Junction right up to Presque Isle, over to Manitowish Waters and up to Winchester. Tons of biking. And right behind me, I'm going to flip my camera so you can see one of the little maps that you can stop at and take a look at where you're at. But I just wanted to start by talking a little bit about when this area was founded. So basically in 1903, the loggers started to come up to northern Wisconsin, and Boulder Junction was started at that time. This was a huge logging area in the northern part of Vilas County. And by 1925, Boulder Junction had electricity, and in 1927 it was incorporated. Phone service came shortly after in the 1930s. This was a huge logging area, but because of the pristine nature of the lakes and the forest land, this also became right away a very big area for family vacations, and a lot of people came up here for outdoor enthusiasm like hunting, biking, canoeing, kayaking. This was a really popular area for that. And interestingly enough, the Civilian Conservation Corps planted so many trees that had been harvested during the logging area, the logging boom, that these majestic forests that you see here today are a result of the large-scale planting efforts that happened up here in Boulder Junction in the 1930s, which is why this continues to be one of the most pristine areas in northern Wisconsin if you're looking for clear, crystal clear water and pristine, beautiful forests. The Northern Highland American Legion Forest runs throughout this part of Vilas County, and it's got some beautiful area. And this is also why it makes sense that Boulder Junction was once the home of the Boy Scouts of America. And it makes sense if you think about it, because when you think of back to nature, Boulder Junction is the perfect example of that. I'm going to flip my camera and drive you through downtown. It is Halloween time this time of year, so you're probably going to see some goblins walking around as well, and we will highlight the area a little bit, but it's also Halloween, so you'll probably see some people in costume. All right, so now we're going to go right down the main drag of County Highway M in Boulder Junction. Over there you're going to see the maintenance shop for Boulder Junction, where they keep the fire trucks, all the equipment that they need for snow plowing and everything here in the area. On the right, we're going to see our local laundromat. And now we're going to start to get into the heart of Vilas County, literally, and downtown Boulder Junction, Wisconsin. You'll see some great stores and shops, and you can see all the kids trick-or-treating today. Boulder Junction is a very family-friendly community, fed for school systems by North Lakeland Elementary School and North Lakeland High School, which is down in Minocqua, which is probably about a 21-mile commute year-round. You've got your gas station, your local real estate company, and you've also got a couple of shops and stores. Now, as we turn here, this continues to be one of the great shopping areas in northern Wisconsin. There's lots of little great boutiques and things like that in Boulder Junction, and a new coffee shop that just opened not too long ago as well. So we're just going to skirt through here so you can kind of get an idea of what downtown Boulder Junction looks like, and then I'll pull over and we'll talk a little bit about the people per capita and what the population of this great area is, and a little bit more history as well. But I just kind of wanted to give you a feel of what it would be like to drive through Boulder Junction, Wisconsin. A little bit more of a quiet area, not fed by as major highways like Highway 51. You've got M and you've got K that mainly feeds you through here, but you are, again, all the roads are really well taken care of and very well plowed. That's one of the concerns I get from people all the time is, do they ever plow the roads? Well, our counties are so active in plowing that a lot of times they'll have you plowed out before the guy that you hire to plow your driveway shows up to plow you out. All right, we'll turn around and we'll do a little bit more talking about the beautiful Boulder Junction area. Stay tuned. We are standing out at Little Rice Lake, which is right behind me there, which is just off the Johnson Creek. One direction you head towards Boulder Lake, the other way you're towards Johnson Creek. And I just want to give you a little bit more information about Boulder Junction. So it is, again, as we said, centrally located, Central Vilas County, and it is encompasses the basin of the Trout and Manitowish rivers, which eventually flow into the Flambeau River. Much of the town is Northern Highland American Legion State Forest, and this area is a total of 100.4 square miles, with 81.9 or 82 miles being land and 18.5 miles being water. So land size is 82 square miles and water size is 18 square miles. And we know I like to talk about the people per square mile, and Boulder Junction has a population of 971, and there are 13 people per square mile, aka that's the population density. So when you think about going someplace that's pristine and quiet, where you can see the stars at night, listen to the birds, the loons, and really enjoy nature and getting outdoors, there's really nothing like Boulder Junction. Pristine forests, pristine lakes, and small town feel, yet big city amenities not too far away. So I shouldn't say city, but big town amenities not too far away from you in Minocqua. You kind of are at the heart of it all. We'll flip the camera around and do a little bit more driving so you can see more of this gorgeous area. Right now, just a quick shot as we head out of town back towards the St. Germain area. Look at how thick and lush the forest is. It's just a beautiful setting. We're going to stop next at the North Trout Lake Center and just take a peek there, but just an idea of how wide the road area is. And you can see again off to your left there, the paved bike trails that go through this entire area. So easy to get around, whether you're on a two-wheel vehicle or a four-wheel vehicle. So right now we are at the North Trout Lakes Trail, which you can see here by the indications. Walking, hiking, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, and snowshoeing. No dogs and no bicycles in this area. And then here's an example of the entire Northern Highland American Legion State Forest rec map. So you can see everything right there. All of the trail systems. There's canoeing and kayaking. I believe 4 canoeing trails up here if you wanted to do them. I think they call them Northern Highland American Legion Trail 1 through 4. And the longest one being about 19 miles. So you can have a trip as short as 4 miles, as long as 19 miles. And again, here's the overall area. And we're going to zoom in on Boulder Junction right here in the middle. Boy, I don't even have to go back to the office for this one today. Main road system is going to be Highway M and K. Highway K comes this way, Highway M comes this way, so K kind of winds through here. Minocqua being down here is going to be where your hospitals, your biggest airport. Boulder Junction does have a grass airport, which is usually just for smaller aircraft, but your bigger airport's going to be down in Minocqua. Your high school, your elementary school is going to be down there. Aspirus, all your hospitals would be down in that direction either. Then you can see over here, you head towards Manitowish Waters. Up here, you're heading towards Presque Isle. Over here is where you're going to be heading towards Land Lakes and Plum Lake. And then south of us is Arborvita. But there you can kind of see the entire area and all of the fantastic lakes here. Trout Lake being the biggest, just a ginormous lake. You've got white sand, you've got Big Crooked, Boulder Lake, right in the heart of Boulder Junction, and everything else around this area. And again, pristine, beautiful waterways and stunning national forest land. So this is kind of an area where you would park, you would hop off. Here are your Groom cross-country ski trails, and here's your snowshoeing and winter hiking trails. And this is where it is. You come here, they've got a nice little area all paved so that you can park and you can take a walk and start heading off into a trailhead. They've got already got sticks here set up, so if you're somebody who needs a stick, you've got it. And then here is again another area here kind of showing you exactly what's available to you. So again, we are still out at the North Trout Lake Nature Trail, but I just wanted to highlight as well, one of the things I forgot to mention, that this is not the only one of these up here in this area. You've got the Escanaba and Palette Trail, which is about 8 miles long, the Fallison Nature Trail, Lumberjack Trail, Star Lake Nature Trail, the Tom Roberts Nature Trail. You've got the Windman Trails, which are over in that Manitowish Waters area, Bear Lake, Nichols Lake, White Deer Loop, and the Heart of Vilas County Trail System, which goes through here in many directions. So this area is, again, filled with so much pristine wood and timber because of the Northern Highland American Legion State Forest land, that this is just a trailhead and a hub for anything outdoors that you enjoy doing, from biking and hiking to snowshoeing and cross-country skiing to snowmobiling. I believe there's 128 miles of snowmobile trails up here in Boulder Junction as well. So you can really, if you like the outdoors and you're longing for that get back to nature setting, this is going to be a great spot for you to check out. And again, one of those main reasons is because with the Northern Highland American Legion State Forest being in this area, the forest land itself consists of 25,000 acres of forests and lakes, 54,000 acres of surface water, 930 lakes, 250 miles of rivers and streams, all within this preserve, which is 15,000 square miles in the northern Wisconsin woodlands. So if you're looking for that place to really get away from it all and get back to nature, this really is a must stop and check out place on your trip up north. And if you're looking to do that, give us a call. We'd love to guide you through the process and help make you one of our neighbors. And if you have any questions about the Boulder Junction area, give us a call. We'd love to be your tour guide. Have a great day and see you soon in the Northwoods.